Welcome. I'd like to start Personnel Committee, and we'll go with a roll call.
Mr. Bissett?
Here.
Mr. Barnes?
Present.
Mrs. Burdick? Here. Mr. Curran? Here. Mr. Havey?
Here.
Mr. Ricky?
Here.
Mrs. Ricketts Wales?
Here.
And Mr. Harris? Here. 7 present.
Okay. Need approval of the agenda. Barnes?
Hayville, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And approval of minutes for December 3rd, 2025. Motion?
Ricketts Wales.
Ricky.
Discussion? All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And we have Veteran Services Agency report. Mr. Medaw?
How are you today?
Very good, sir. And yourself?
Good, sir. Thank you. I just wanted to bring you up to date on a couple of things. First and foremost is the status of the Onward Ops grant application that we submitted in December. Decisions were supposed to have been made on those grants by January 2nd. However, I found out yesterday they're behind on the decision-making process.
Imagine that.
Would not give me a new time frame, but hopefully in the next 1 to 2 weeks. But I did learn that there was only 5 total applications, and they're going to be granting 3 awards. So we've got a pretty good shot at it still. So, and then there was the new Veterans Property Tax Exemption Law that was expanded on December 19th when it was signed by the governor. It's very convoluted. And the original proposal that was made by the Veterans and Military Affairs Committee of the Assembly and the Senate is not the final version that got approved. And unfortunately, the way it's currently written, I can't think of any veteran in the state of New York that qualifies for the new exemption. I'll briefly talk about it and talk about behind the scenes stuff, what we're doing with it right now to get it corrected. But in order to qualify for this new property tax exemption, the idea was they had to be 100% permanent total disabled veterans would be entitled to 100% property tax exemption, was the intent of the law. But in the final passage of it, you had to have one of 4 qualifying conditions now, which is either post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, a military sexual trauma victim, or a discharged LGBTQ veteran who had received an other than dishonorable discharge, and have 100% permanent total rating from the VA, and have a total disability based on individual unemployability, and you have to be eligible for and qualified for VA specially adaptive housing. Well, in a nutshell, if you were a veteran with ALS who would qualify for all of those things, you're not entitled to the new tax exemption because you don't have PTSD, traumatic brain injury, nor are you a military sexual trauma victim or LGBTQ veteran. So the State County Veteran Service Officers Association, of which I sit on that board, we have reached out to the Veteran and Military Affairs Joint Services Committee and asked for them to look at doing a chapter amendment to fix the law. It's not mandatory. Again, it's opt-in like the others are for municipalities and counties, but as it stands, it's not going to be of any value to any veteran that lives in Allegheny County. So I thought I'd give you the update on that. It's nice that they passed it. However, it's got some problems with the language. And then I have my monthly statistics for you all. If you have any questions about those, I'd be happy to answer those.
One question I have is tax exempt for towns
Yes.
and villages, or probably mostly towns. Do you keep them down at your
We
Veterans
have the application forms. We assist veterans in filing for them, and because they have to have a copy of their DD 214.
Yeah.
They have to have a copy of their deed that's on file with the clerk's office. They have to, if both spouses are veterans, they can get a double exemption for both. They're both entitled to it under the statute as adopted. We help them fill it out, and then we instruct them to take that to the local town assessor's office. That's the first step. That's where they file it first, and once it goes through the town and village process, then it comes to the county real property office.
Can any of that done be electronically?
No, it's got to be done in person because it has to be filed with the assessor.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
couple of questions I've been asked, so I
Yeah.
just,
Yes, sir. But we can certainly help expedite the process for them.
yeah. And the tax exempt for the veteran, and then you have a serving in a war zone exemption
Right,
also, right?
there's currently 4 exemptions in the statute, but 2 of them are combined. So you have what they call the Cold War veterans, that's your peacetime veterans, that's your general veterans exemption. There's the wartime veteran service exemption, then the combat veteran service exemption. And if you're a combat veteran and you have service-connected disability, then you get the additional disability benefit if you're a combat veteran.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else have any questions? Mike? Sorry.
Thank you, Chairman. So I'm sure you're bringing everybody up to speed there on any trainings and certifications in your office that were required, or could you highlight any of that for us?
As I highlighted last month, Joanne completed the New York State Department of Veteran Services accreditation training. We just got her letters yesterday from the VA that they've recognized her training. She's now accredited under American Legion and New York State Department of Veteran Services. In March, she'll be going through the National Association of County Veteran Service Officers accreditation training, which will give her access to be duly accredited through the VFW and Disabled Veterans of America. Once she completes that training, the VA approves it.
In the state, with the state, that's for all veterans, or just,
New York State Department of Veteran Services is one of 28 bodies that the VA has recognized as an accrediting body for veteran service officers. Yes, we can represent any veteran under any of those accreditations.
thank you.
Anyone else?
I just want to make a comment about the Dwyer program. It seems like every day you see a new event or comments about the event. I just want to thank you that it's been great to see that happening in the county.
Thank you, ma'am. We're trying to get a lot more stuff lined up. Some of it, I'm at the mercy of others who I have to use their facilities to do an event at. But one of the events that's not on the calendar that we're doing because it's specific to Alfred State University is we're partnering with them on the 23rd of January to bring a coffee talk with Mike and Joanne where veteran students, veteran staff, and military affiliated students can come and just talk to us about anything and everything related to any benefits for which they might be entitled or need. We're doing that for Alfred State and Alfred University students. Sure.
I see you have the Jason Dunham activities coming up with
Yes.
breakfast, dinner.
Yep, the crew, there's 13 members of the crew coming, including the CO of the ship. I've been in touch with both the Dunhams and them throughout this process. We're going to be doing a community forum on Saturday, the 17th, which is open to the public and to veterans, for a chance for the crew to talk about what it means to them to serve on the ship named after him. In fact, it was the first naval vessel ever dedicated to an enlisted person, ever in the history of our Navy, which is huge. And they're going to talk a little bit about what they do on the ship, what it means to serve on that ship. Then we're going to do kind of a Q&A with the folks at large about any questions they might have related to that service. Then that evening, Saturday evening, at the Cuba VFW, we're hosting a meet and greet dinner for veterans, military, and their families to come and interact with the crew and hang out and talk with them and show support for what they do and for coming here. In the same way on Sunday morning with a breakfast at the Wellsville American Legion.
Now I see you're following that up with a hockey game.
Yes,
For the Sabres?
we're going to we've partnered with Livingston County to do a big block seating for the Sabres hockey game, March 28th. It's going to include lunch and transportation before the game, and then after the game, there's going to be a shootout on the ice to see which county's Dwyer program rules supreme.
So all veterans out there listening to this, please sign up.
Yes, absolutely. Plenty of space. All are welcome.
You can go to the county website and
You
get
can go to
to
the county
veteran-
website, on our veterans page, click on upcoming events. There's a link to the Dwyer page where the registrations are, or you can register through Facebook through the QPR codes as well.
Have we started, or in the past, put like the Dwyer program information out at like local legions or VFWs?
Yes, it's my understanding, and
kinda looking
we
at
have a mass mailing list that all those flyers are sent to all the people that wanted to be notified, and then they post them as needed. I've got a few contacts in the community that I sent all the flyers to, that work in different ways in the various villages and towns around here, and they're gonna make sure that they get prominently posted through Chamber of Commerce, et cetera, in the communities as well.
Okay. Anybody else? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, appreciate it.
You have a good day.
You too.
Okay, we'll move on to the clerk of the board.
Yes, the first thing is the reappointment of Heather Betto as Executive Secretary for Workers' Compensation. This is a Personnel Committee appointment.
Okay, any
Vertical
motion?
move that.
Second, Ricky.
Any discussion? All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Next.
The Chairman of the Board plans to appoint Michael Middaugh to the position of Director of Veteran Service Agency. This is a one-year term and requires a resolution.
Hayville, second.
Any discussion? All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That passed.
The next appointment is the following individuals have been suggested to serve another three-year term on the Board of Ethics. I just want to make note that it's normally a four-year appointment, but because of the board being a three-year appointment, this one follows that term. Brent Reynolds, Darwin Fanton, Brenda Rigby Reilly, and Kimberly Toot. And they also would like to appoint a new member, Carolyn Miller.
Motion?
Vertical move.
Hayville, second.
Discussion? All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That passed. Any unfinished business? New business? Go to the order? Need a motion for adjournment?
Hayville, move.
Ricky, second.
All for?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And we are